persiapan tim dalam menghadapi laga besok seperti apa? Team preparation for tomorrow.
Okay, we are at this moment not on the position where we should be. We play Kediri. We know that they have some good results in their home games. They had a draw against Bandung. They won Bali, so I think they have some good results. So we prepared very serious because I think it's a good opponent.
Oke, kita sekarang berada di posisi yang tidak seharusnya. Dan besok kita akan bermain melawan Kediri, di mana Kediri punya hasil bagus ketika bermain home. Terus hasil bagusnya itu adalah menang lawan Bali, draw lawan Persib. Jadi kita persiapkan pertandingan ini dengan serius.
Mungkin saya perwakilan dari pemain. Kita udah seperti yang Coach bilang, kita udah melakukan rotasi dan siap untuk menghadapi Persik Kediri besok, dan semoga besok diberikan 3 poin untuk bawa pulang ke Tangerang.
Okay, Coach, any comment about the signing of Ivar Jenner, and there is a possibility he will play tomorrow?
Yeah, but I know. Listen, I think we have our own squad. In this period, there will be new players. They will be with our team. But it doesn't mean that those players already adapt to the way we play, or they physically adapt, or I think Indonesian get a better competition than every year. So sometimes players who come also have to adapt. First of all, I think for their personal level to get in our way of playing, and secondly, it's about the physical, because I saw also even Noah, even Figo, the first week they had big problems with their muscles because we train in a different way and we have different demands, so we have to protect them also for injuries. So he's ready to play. He arrived only yesterday, so he's still also with a jet lag. So there always people say, yeah, why you don't play this or that, but sometimes there are always 100 other reasons why players don't play. And with Ivar, he came from Holland 2 days ago. He's a jet lag. He's permission to play. I took him first to this game to immediately get used to the group, immediately get used to how we prepare the games, immediately used to the whole process. And if there's a moment that I think that he can play, he can play. But always we have to be also careful with players. And then it's not only that just play that player or play that player. They are humans, and so we have to treat them like humans and not only as players.
Kita tahu ya, kita ada squad sekarang, dan kita tahu pasti akan ada pemain baru datang. Tapi pemain baru yang datang belum tentu dia sudah adaptasi, baik secara taktik, baik secara fisik. Dan kita tahu Liga Indonesia sekarang kan makin bagus. Biar bagaimanapun pemain juga yang datang tuh harus bisa adaptasi. Terus ada 2 hal yang mereka harus adaptasi. Yang pertama adalah level secara personal, bisa nggak mereka beradaptasi dengan cara main kita, filosofi kita. Terus yang kedua adalah fisik. Contoh, masih ada masalah otot seperti pemain baru kami seperti Noah, Vico, karena tuntutan di latihan berbeda. Terus kalau soal Ivar, dia siap main walaupun dia baru tiba kemarin. Mungkin juga masih jet lag. 2 hari lalu dia baru sampai. Dia baru dapat izin nih buat bisa main ya kan dari liga, dan kita bawa juga alasannya adalah supaya dia terbiasa dengan cara main kita, dengan proses kita. Terus kalau misalnya ada kesempatan dia dimainkan, ya kita akan mainkan. Tapi kita harus lihat juga, dan kita harus bisa perlakukan pemain itu seperti manusia, dan kita nggak asal kita mainkan hanya untuk dimainkan seperti itu. Okay, Coach, last week they was successfully get the points against Persebaya and play very good in defense. In contrary with Persik Kediri, they conceded a lot of goals. What do you think about that? Is it an opportunity for Dewa?
For last week we played defensively good?
Good, he said. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I think that the difference we made last week was in ball possession. That was a clash between two different ways of playing. We try to score the goals from team play, and Persebaya have a very direct play. It's not good, it's not bad, it's a different philosophy. So that was, but I think that we dominated the game. And but even if you're good in ball position, you also have to defend. But we had to defend with 10 players. So then it was only about our organization, because in the first 30 minutes we also didn't have a lot of problems. But 3/4 of the game we had to play with 10. So the players did very good, fantastic. But it's also a way to survive, because the strength of Persebaya was in the offense. But I think that those steps, I give a long answer by you every time. I'll give you a short answer. I think we are growing better in the defensive part in the last month. So that's, I think, now also a strength of us. So in that part I agree. But don't say that we won we get the point because we were good in the defense, because we were better in the ball possession and the way you play.
Oke, pertama minggu lalu itu pertemuan dua tim yang dengan gaya bermain yang berbeda. Minggu lalu kita lebih baik bukan di bertahan, tetapi ketika pas lagi ball possession. Dua tim yang bermain dengan cara yang berbeda. Persebaya main direct, kita main coba sebagai tim. Ini nggak ada buat menghakimi yang mana yang bagus, yang mana jelek. Ini adalah pilihan. Tapi kita memilih untuk bermain sebagai tim. Terus kita harus defend banyak long ball dari Persebaya karena mereka bermainnya lebih direct, dan kita memang betul bermain lebih baik secara organisasi. 10 menit pertama sebenarnya nggak ada masalah, tetapi 3/4 pertandingan kita main dengan 10 pemain. Dan itu juga salah satu cara supaya kita bisa survive. Karena kita tahu Persebaya punya kekuatannya di mana? Di offense. Terus setuju kita memang berkembang secara bertahan, tetapi nggak boleh bilang bahwa kita minggu lalu dapat poin karena kita bertahannya bagus. Kita dapat poin minggu lalu karena kita menguasai jalannya pertandingan yang lebih baik. Gitu.
Baik, teman-teman, untuk sesi pre-match press conference bersama tim Bima United, saya akhiri. Terima kasih untuk semuanya.
Silakan foto dulu.
I give long answer.
Mau